Hello, lovelies. I hope I am popping up live. I'm sorry, I just had a little tech meltdown a moment. Let me see if I can find the live again, just check it's all working. And then we'll begin. Okay, that is all good. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to press the record button. So I broke it before. Got it. Okay, so welcome to today's weekly live show. Thank you so much for joining in, whether you're here live or if you are doing the replay. If you're new here, I know I've got a lot of new people in the group. My name is Laura Green. I am a yoga teacher, a teacher trainer, a business mentor for yoga teachers, and the founder of the Yoga Teacher Collaborative. And I come in almost every Friday and give you either a business session or a marketing session, or we get some guest experts to help upskill your teaching as well. Forgive me, I'm not feeling 100% today. So if anything comes out a bit gobbledygook, my words aren't coming out as well as normal at the moment. But today we are talking about the balance of head and heart in your business. So we all know running a yoga business, be that teaching classes in a gym, be that establishing your own community, it is personal, right? We take it personally. It means a lot to us. Yoga is our passion. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't personal. But I find the balance of head and heart can be challenging for yoga teachers. And I think especially for us, actually, it can be particularly hard. So there's a few things I wanted to address with you today that might be helpful. First of all, there is a lot going on energetically in the cosmos at the moment and into October, which might be bringing up more emotions. So I really do want you to have some emotional intelligence going into October, some clarity around your emotions, and some distance from them as well. Emotions can come through quite hot and fast and challenging in this month, and you just want to be feeling them, acknowledging them, sitting with them, journaling on them, but not necessarily making impulsive business decisions on them. When our emotions are well managed and we work intelligently with our emotions, I think they are a very powerful guidance system. But sometimes our emotions can get really muddled and they can lead us to be very impulsive and make decisions in our business that aren't aligned with our highest good. So a lot of emotions going around. Why is that? Because we are coming into an eclipse portal. You have 2 eclipses happening with the moons in October, and eclipses really enhance what we're feeling. So just note these dates down so that you can be aware of your feelings in them. We have the new moon eclipse coming on the 14th of October. So it's pretty much next weekend. Now, this new moon eclipse in astrology is around something called your South Node. Now, I know this isn't an astrology workshop, so I'm going to be brief here, but your South Node is about A, your past karmas, or B, kind of ancestral karmas. And I know ancestral karmas can be a phrase that we tune out to. So let's just think, what is that? Who you are today is a product of many, many things. Part of your perception, how you feel, what's important to you, and your values is obviously built on the foundation of your upbringing. Now, the values, the hang-ups, the beliefs, or we could use the yogic word samskaras, of who brought you up, say if that was your parents or another guardian figure, they are going to help shape yours, just a part of it. And the people who brought you up, their perception of the world, their values, their samskaras are going to be slightly molded by the people who brought them up. So South Node is about our perceptions, our samskaras, our past karmas, how we see the world. And this really affects our emotions. we are meant to be evolving, growing from these, seeing the world in new ways that haven't got the baggage of the past with them. And this is what an eclipse in the South Node is going to bring up. So over this upcoming week, you may be feeling more emotions connected to your past baggage. And we don't want that to be in the driving seat of your business. Your business is part of your evolution and your growth. So what I want you to be looking at is, are you running your business too much from your emotions? Because emotions are powerful energy. Emotions also fluctuate. Emotions want to be a guidance system, but not something we're really reactive to in the moment. What we want to do with our emotions in business is to feel them, to sit with them, to not judge them, to not shame them, but then consider the story around the emotion and the wound around the emotion, and whether that is incorrectly guiding a business decision. So I'm going to give you an example to make that a little bit more tangible. Class numbers can be a real emotional wound for people. If you've put all of your love and soul into setting up a yoga class, maybe the class was going well, and then all of a sudden the numbers have dropped off. We feel that emotionally, and of course you feel it emotionally, but you don't want to make a decision from it. Instead, you want to sit with those emotions and feel them. And when students stop coming to classes, there's probably so many rational reasons. They're away. Something's come up with a family member. They're busier at work than normal. They've got a niggling injury reoccurred. But what in our emotions we go is, what's wrong with me? Why don't they like me anymore? Why don't they like my classes? What have I done wrong? Because it's tapping into a wound many of us have from childhood about not being popular, not having enough friends, being excluded from things, being left out. And a lot of those real wounds we experienced as a child. And if you haven't worked to heal those wounds, often they are what are behind some of the things you feel when it comes to class attendance. And then what I see is people letting that wounded child make business decisions. Oh, my class numbers are really down. Lots of my students have left. There's only 4 people left in the class. I'm just going to stop running the class. I'm obviously not good enough. The classes aren't good enough. I'm just going to close it. Now, that is the lovely, cute, wounded child that made that decision. It's not the healed adult brain going, okay, class numbers fluctuate. That is normal. Some people move away. Some people's commitments change. Some people get a puppy. I have to continue to market my class always to be bringing in new students to maintain a healthy level of student numbers. That is the healed adult within us making the decision. So I'm really wanting you to have some authentic conversations with yourself in really the next week as we come to the eclipse, about the stories, the emotions, the wounds that might just be getting a little bit kind of rubbed by things in your business and not making impulsive decisions around them. I see that kind of unmet emotional needs coming up in lots of people's business questions. This child within us that needs instant gratification. One I'll often see is, I've dropped X many flyers and I've only had one inquiry. Everything takes time. We can't just do something once. That child that takes broccoli for the first time and hates it, we can't stop trying to get the child to like broccoli. If you step outside of your comfort zone and do a post on social media, you do a video on social media, you put some flyers out, you reach out to a local organization to offer a taster class. If you do these things once and they're not met in the way you would hope they would be, Don't stop eating broccoli. Keep doing these things. Keep growing and expanding the comfort zone. A lot of the time, I notice that we can be seeking validation and healing through our business. Again, this is going to really come up in this next week. Where might you be seeking validation in your business? And where could you be seeking to heal that instead? We just looked at class numbers. How many students in your class is not a validation of how popular you are, how friendly you are, how much people like you. It is a result of how well you are marketing your class and spreading the work. And it is important that we have these conversations with ourselves, because we don't have colleagues, we don't have bosses, we don't have an HR department that can hold us accountable and help us navigate through this stuff. So we've got to use each other, use each other, say, I feel like X. I know it's not the truth. Can you help me see it in a different perspective? We need to look after each other. Now, I want you to look at two yogic principles, tapas and santosha. I was teaching my class last week on tapasya. Tapas is self-discipline, self-reliance, self-sourcing. It's the things we make ourselves do, even if we don't like doing that discipline, because it meets our highest good. So a simple example of tapasya would be my friend Sunita. When she was setting up her classes, she flyer dropped every single Sunday. Okay. She didn't want to be flyer dropping every single Sunday, but that effort, that tapasya, enabled her to attract students to her classes. So it was self-discipline, self-sourcing, self-reliance to meet that higher goal of a community of yoga students to teach. So where is the tapasya in your business? What are the things you want to be doing, should be doing, to help you reach and attract new students, so that you can build a community that, yes, is going to take some discipline to do, and not coming at it with this instant gratification. I put up one poster, I didn't get a result. Tapasya is committing to something repeatedly over time in service of the end result, a community of yoga students. And then obviously santosha, which is the contentment, the balance, to allow things just to be as they are. Okay, there's only one student at class today. That is okay, because I'm also doing my tapasya practice to grow. I am going to teach this one student the best class I know how, and spoil them, because I'm really content, even happy. It's just me and them in the room right now, so I can teach them a great class. So santosha, contentment with what is happening right now, finding the joy, the happiness, the reward in the moment, so that you can fuel the tapasya practice. We really need to stop using the word only around class numbers. I only had 3 people. Oh my God, there was 3 amazing souls at yoga today. So I'm really watching that in santosha, contentment with what it is, tapasya, the drive, the determination, self-discipline to be working hard for the long-term results. The universe rewards effort. I really do believe that. What is the effort you're putting into growing your community, and the results won't come immediately, but they will come. The universe rewards effort. Now, on the flip side, where I would like you to put a little bit more heart into your business is on dreaming up your offerings. We've had, I think, 3 questions recently, and I'm always delighted to see your questions, but they've been kind of poll type questions. People saying, what is the best length of time for an online yoga class? What is the best time of day for a new yoga class? What is the best setup, small group class or one-to-one? Polling isn't the right approach at first to answer those questions. You have to look inside yourself to your heart. What is it that you wish to bring to a yoga class? How do you want people to feel in that yoga class? What is the result you would like to get people to experience from coming to your yoga class? And then how can you set up the class and make these decisions to deliver those results? So if you want a class that helps people feel a part of a community, that is going to influence the decision of how long the class is. If the class is just 30 minutes or 45 minutes, there's no time for community. People are going to run in, get on with their yoga and go out. If the class is an hour and a quarter and there's time for a 15-minute sharing circle at the beginning or the end because you decided that community was important. So really think when you're coming up with new classes, new offerings, new courses, what are you trying to create? What do you want your students to get out of it? And what structure is going to deliver those results? There is no right or wrong answer. You know, I have 30-minute classes. I have 90-minute classes. I have classes at 8 a.m., 11:30, 2:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock, 7:15, and 7:30. They're all as equally popular. There is no right or wrong decision on those things. It just has to be the right decision for what you have decided you wish to create. So I know that was a little bit of a ramble. I've not been feeling myself the last couple of days, but I hope you have got some value out of that. Watch out for next weekend's new moon eclipse. Look at what feelings are coming up, what hang-ups are coming up. Question the emotions. Question what unmet emotional needs am I trying to validate in my business through this? And actually see, can you sit with those needs yourself, heal those wounds, not make your business heal them for you. Thank you, my lovelies. I am off to India on Tuesday for 3 weeks. I'll try and check in as and when I can, but otherwise I'll be back with you properly in the beginning of November. Bye for now.